Hey guys, in this video, I'm going to quickly walk you through the steps on how to set up your Avalon Nano 3. So the first thing that we're going to do is plug it into power, and I ordered the power adapter with this thing. So I'm going to first plug this in. And once we get that power plugged in, it will boot up this screen and eventually start cycling through this information that's going to be right here on this little display. To power your device on and off, it's holding down the power button for 3 seconds. We can also cycle through the information that's on this screen by clicking on this little button right here that's below power, and you can cycle through those different screens. The next thing that we're going to do is download and install the app. We have a little QR code here that's in the user manual. So we're gonna scan that QR code so that we can move on to the next step on our phone. So now over here on my phone, I'm gonna open up my QR code scanner and scanning that QR code, and I'm gonna open up the link. And from there, select the app that you'd like to download. So if you're on an iPhone, go to the App Store. If you're on an Android device, we're gonna get it through the Google Play Store, so launching that. And then we're going to proceed to install the Avalon Nano remote application. Then you can open the app from here, or I'm going to go back to my home page and I'm going to drag and drop this remote application onto my home screen so I can access it easily. And then I'm going to launch that application. And of course, we haven't set up our device yet, so it says nothing here. But what we want to do is click on this little plus sign in the upper right-hand corner. And location services are required, so I'm going to click down here where it says search. And I need to make sure that access to this device's location is turned on. So I'm going to click that. And it's going to be searching for a new device. And I can see that my device has now been found. So I'm going to click on where it says connect. And I'm going to click on my Nano device here in available networks. Now I need to select the Wi-Fi that I'm going to be hooking up my device to. So I'm going to click select Wi-Fi. And you need to select your wireless router on this available networks list. And then enter in your Wi-Fi password and click save. And once you do that, it will connect up as long as you've entered in this information correctly. And now my device is officially online. So from here, I'm going to click on my Nano 3. And if you'd like to, you can change the standard password that came with your Nano device. The admin and the password are both root, R-O-O-T. So I'm going to leave that information for now, so I'm going to click cancel. And from here, we get different controls for our Nano 3. You can enter in the room that it's in, for instance, heater control. So whether you want it to be running at low, medium, or high, the higher you run it, the more hash power that you're going to be mining at. You can turn on or off the light controls. So if you don't want the light on, you can just power it off. But there's some different options that you can set up with the light and how you'd want it to look. But now getting into the important information, we're going to set up our mining management. And from our mining management information, if you would like to mine from a different pool, then you can change that in here. The worker, this is where you're going to enter in your Bitcoin address. If you'd like to set a password for this, you can do that. You can get your Bitcoin address from a number of different areas. You can set one up through a Coinbase, Cash App, Crypto.com, bunch of different areas out there that you can get your own Bitcoin address from. I'll link this page down in the description if you want to change the mining pool that you are going to be using. So these are some of the more popular ones here at the top of the list. If you want to solo mine, you're going to want to find one that has solo next to it. So just for the example of this video, let's say I'm going to set up at CK Pool for solo mining. That brings us to the page that has the information that we're looking for. So we want to point our miner to this information right here. So I'm going to copy this. And heading back over to the Avalon remote app, I'm going to paste that into this area. So selecting that and pasting that right here. And then for the worker, I'm going to go grab a Bitcoin wallet address. More of you guys probably just have Cash App, and it's an easy way to get a Bitcoin wallet address. So I'm going to do that in this video. So opening up Cash App and then clicking on the wallet in the bottom left-hand corner. What we want to do is click on where it says Bitcoin. And then scrolling down, we can see where it says deposit Bitcoin, clicking on that. From here, I can copy that Bitcoin network address. Heading back over to the Avalon remote app, I'm going to paste that into the worker area right here. And then at the end, to name your worker, we're going to do a period. And then I'm just going to name this Nano 3. And since this is my first Nano 3 miner, I'm going to put first at the end. So that's the name that I have put here. And we can copy and paste this information down into the other pool areas as well. And with all that information in there, I'm now going to click save. Then we need to enter our current password. And if you didn't change it, it's still going to be root. And then we can click continue. As the device reboots, it's going to be offline, but then it should reboot and get back online. And now we're back online, so I'm going to open up my Nano 3, and I'm going to turn it up to high. To wrap up this video, I'm going to take you over to the web browser to show you the mining information that you can access through that control panel as well. Now what we need is the IP address of our miner. Once we have it connected up to the internet, we should be able to get that IP address. It's on the little screen that is on our miner. You can cycle through the different pages until you find that IP address, and then we can enter that in up here. And it's probably going to start with 192.168 and then fill in the rest for your IP information of your miner. That'll take us over to this page. We have the username at root, and if you haven't changed the password, then it will also be root, and then we can log in. That'll bring us over to our mining information page so that you can see if it is up and running. You can configure your pool and worker information in this area. We had done that previously over in the app. You can see your network. You can change the password if you don't want it to be root anymore. You can reboot your miner, but again, this is going to be another area where we can access our miner's information. And again, I'll put a link to mining pool stats so you can find different mining pools over here that you can use with your miner. You can find that information. So I appreciate you guys stopping by. I hope this quick tutorial is helpful. Consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you back here next time.